If you're cruising out of New York City from the Manhattan Cruise Terminal, this is your ultimate pre-cruise guide. We're talking where to stay, how to get there, and all the tips you need to start your vacation stress-free. The Manhattan Cruise Terminal is located on the west side of Manhattan, right along the Hudson River. You'll find it between West 48th and 55th Streets at 711 12th Avenue. From budget to ultra luxury, you will find many cruise lines, including Norwegian and Carnival, that will dock there at Pier 88 and 90, which is just steps away from New York's biggest attractions. Manhattan Cruise Terminal has 3 major airports around it for you to choose from. LaGuardia is about 10 miles away and 30 to 45 minutes by car. JFK is about 17 miles away and around 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic. Then we have Newark Liberty, which is about 15 miles away and around 35 to 50 minutes to the terminal. When considering travel time to any of the airports, always give yourself extra time, as traffic in New York City can be no joke, especially during peak hours. And traffic is just one reason why I always suggest flying at least one day before your cruise. If you're looking to see where to stay around the terminal, Manhattan has many options, but even the cheaper options may be a bit more than you want to spend. So you can consider staying across the river in New Jersey, where you can find hotels in Weehawken or Jersey City for sometimes cheaper prices. Being in a metropolitan city, there is also a multitude of ways you can get to the terminal. You can travel by subway, bus, but really consider that you will be traveling with luggage, and subways and buses can get quite congested and busy. You can also travel by car and even the New York City ferry or the New York City waterway. Since there are so many ways to get there, I will link the directions page in the description so that you can see which is the best route for you. If you decide to drive to the port, the terminal does have on-site parking above both piers. The cost at the time of this recording is $45 a day. You can make reservations online, which would be greatly advised, especially when there are multiple and/or large ships leaving during that time. There are also parking garages in the area, which the terminal lists some of them on their website. A lot of people like the ferry option. The New York Waterway leaves at a Port Imperial Weehawken ferry for an 8-minute ride to the West 39th Street, where you will then walk for 9 blocks or take a taxi. There is a cost to ride the ferry at about $10 a person each way, but can be less than the cost of leaving your car at the pier. Now, if you're being dropped off by a shuttle or taxi, you will be dropped off right in front of the entrance to the pier. If you are parking your car, just follow the signs, pay before you enter, and then they will tell you where to park. Inside the cruise terminal building, you will first go through security and then through check-in. You will then be directed to the left of the terminal to either wait to board or walk to get onto the gangway. If you are a suite guest like Haven for NCL, go to the right to inform the port agents, as suite guests have their own separate section and priority boarding. Sail away out of Manhattan is a beautiful experience to sail past the New York skyline and then under the Verrazano Bridge. When you return to Manhattan Cruise Terminal at the end of your cruise, it's fairly easy to disembark and follow the signs to where you need to go next, the parking garage or the street. Just a bit of advice that if you are getting picked up by an Uber or a friend in a car, walk across the street for an easier pickup experience. Subscribe for more tips and information. Happy cruising!